Hello, it's Alex Wallbank here again with a new tips and tricks blog post. In this video I'd like to cover fast passages. As I mentioned in the first tech walkthrough video, live mode can be used to add movement and energy to fast passages. And there's also another option, run mode. So while both live mode and run mode utilize a similar method to achieve this energetic human sound, there are differences in usage between the two. Run mode works by blending both staccato samples and half trill samples. The idea behind this mode is that players tend to slip out of time and tune with each other when playing fast runs, and so this mode aims to mimic that tendency by blending staccato samples, which represent the clean part of the sound, with half trill samples, which make up the messy portion of the sound. The volume of the staccatos is controlled by velocity, while the volume of the half trills is controlled by the mod wheel. Tasteful blending of these two elements can result in a very usable and musical run sound. The idea is to make it so that you can hear the staccatos over the half trills, but not too clearly. Ideally, you want to strike a nice balance between the two. I encourage you to experiment with this mode. Basically, you should start by pressing the sustain pedal to ensure that all of the notes are connected, and then set the mod wheel to around 64 and play with a velocity of between 40 and 80, accenting notes here and there. The examples I just showed you can be downloaded as a MIDI file from the link below and will be a good place to start. The other way to create fast passages is with live mode. Like run mode, live mode works best in very fast passages, around this speed. If I play the same example and gradually reduce the tempo, you'll notice that the energetic blur effect becomes less noticeable and each individual note becomes more clearly defined. Another important factor is dynamics and velocity. Because of the way the bow bounces on the strings, live musicians tend to play fast passages and runs with a moderate dynamic range, usually in the mezzo piano to forte range. And so it makes sense to mimic this when we sequence passages in this way. Live mode can be used to create a kind of measured tremolo sound too. Just create a passage of eighth notes with staccatissimo, and then copy them a 16th note forward. Reduce the velocity on the copied notes, and you have another way of adding some energy to your music. A good friend of mine, Jasper Blanc, used this technique on some of his latest music here. Live mode can also come in handy when it comes to playing fast arpeggios and repetitive patterns. When used extensively, it blurs the line of realism and starts to sound like a kind of hybrid organic synthesizer, which can be very useful in a variety of situations. To give you an idea of what I mean, I'll finish this video by playing a piece I created by utilizing this technique, using live mode almost exclusively throughout the piece. This track is of course also available as a MIDI file via the link below. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoy my music. See you next time.